Welcome back, everybody. I am the Cross Celtic, and we are going to start a new series on Out of the Park Baseball 23, and we're going to be doing a live start with the Chicago Cubs, who are my team and are the absolute definition of dumpster fire this season. And we are just going to play as the general manager of this file. So we are going to try to build this team up to being winners again. And I'm going to leave absolutely everything up to the coaches on what happens down on the field. We already have everything against us right now. When we're looking at the owner goals here, don't suck completely. He's already going to be pretty pissed off. Improved team runs this season, currently 14th, was 14th. We got to sign Simmons to an extension. Keep building your team up in order to reach the playoffs by 2026. So we at least have a little bit of grace room for that. Tom Rickett, you can go to hell. That's all I got to say. You left a bad taste in Cubs fans' mouth when you made the Marquee Network, from what I've been seeing online. Let's take a look at our roster, though. Yeah, let's go rosters. Oh, my God, it is terrible. This might be one of the most challenging rebuilds I've done. Ian Hopp, he's not doing too bad. Contreras, he's doing pretty good. We really don't have a lot going, it looks like, when it comes to pitching. Oh my God, look at these ERAs. It is terrible. Thank God Keegan Thompson's doing something. And we're not doing much better in the pen either. Well, that is terrible. So we're going to take a look here and see if we have anybody right off the bat that we can bring up from AAA. Somebody that can help us out a little bit here. Ooh. Okay. I might want to bring up Leaper to put in the bullpen here. Let's take a look and sort this by position here. Wow. Okay, yeah. I think that's the worst guy in our bullpen right there. Oh, wait. Oh, Daniel Norris. Oh my God, a 752. Get off my screen. Get this player out of here. And you know what, Leaper, we're probably bringing you up quicker than you need to, but we need you now. So I'm going to need you to step your game up because you're coming up to the big leagues. So let's go to our pitching here, and we're going to ask David Ross to update the staff and then update the bullpen and see what he wants. Reminds me, probably need to take a look at this front office and see what we got. Ross, I love you, bud. David, hats off to you with that home run in Game 7, 2016 World Series, but I think you are the wrong manager for a rebuild of this stature. I think he might have a future in managing in the MLB, but they really stack the odds against this man. Let's take a look here. His relationships, he actually has quite a bit. He bumps elbows with a lot of the pitchers. He does not have a very good relationship with pitchers, it looks like. Looking at his profile, his personality is controlling. So maybe the pitchers don't really like that. Definitely favors hitting over pitching, which I feel like probably needs to spend a little bit more time on his pitchers. Favors offense over defense. See, I'm the exact opposite. I prefer a solid pitching core, some solid defense, and give me some fair hitting. Because I feel like if the pitchers ain't keeping you in the game, the bats ain't going to come to play for you. Let's see who's available right now. Let's see, available personnel. Here we go. All right, let's go with managers. Who's got a decent reputation? Wow. get that all the way back up there. Okay. Personable, easygoing. He's temperamental. His hitting focuses on power. I'm not really a huge fan of that. Influence mechanics, legendary. Development's good. Teach hitting is decent. Teach pitching is still fair. But if I can get myself a decent pitching coach, I feel like that's not going to make a huge difference, I would hope. Wow, yeah, he's had some success. Won Manager of the Year twice. I think this might be our guy here. And relationship-wise, it looks like he's going to do pretty solid. Is expected to have the following relationships. So no poor relationships with anybody. Only 2 that are fair. The only downfall to that is one of them is our boy Wilson. Oh, boy. So, how much do you want? 5-year contract, $2.34 million. I feel like we need you. We need you, Mike. Turn this team around. Let's see if there's anybody else that I want to replace right off the bat. Yeah, pitching coach is fucking poor. Get out of here. Like, at this point, is it really our players itself? Which, yeah, we don't have that great of a roster, but is it really the roster or is it the coaches? All right, so we got here Terry. What do you got here? Influence mechanics, poor. Teach pitching is only average. We're not going to go with you. Rick handles development, average. Teach pitching, excellent. Handles aging, defense, or decent. Handles development, average. Okay, so Rick might be who we go with. Unless I could find somebody else here pretty quick. Teach pitching, good. Influence mechanics, good. Handles development, good. Okay, so I like this guy. I definitely like this guy. And his relationships, he's expected to have some pretty good relationships with everybody except Keegan. Yeah, I think Ricky Bones might be our guy. Can offer you a contract. This job, if you sign somebody in the same position, yeah. Oh, okay. So David Ross has control of the pitching coach, and the pitching coach is garbage. So we're going to have to also put that on Ross. Another reason we need to get Ross off this team. So another thing I want to look at here is I want to go to my front office. I want to take a look at salaries. Who is costing us the most? Stroman. 5.32 ERA and 2-5. And I was excited for this guy too. I really hope he can turn it around. Because he seems like a decent dude, but he has started off like trash so far for the Cubs. Hayward, that contract has always bugged me in these games, and he's usually the first person I try to get to hit the road to save that money. Because if we look at finances, okay, so we do have some decent coin for free agents and extensions, so that's nice. Because what did the owner want from me? He wanted me to extend Simmons. He's only 2.5 stars, though. His defense is top-notch. But he's just not a decent batter. If he's asking for a good chunk of change, I might have to just say, sorry, Tom. He's going bye-bye. Let's go contract extension. What do you want? Wants a 1 year, only $4 million. I will gladly meet that demand. Submit offer. That is an easy goal that will please the owner. So hopefully these ones right here don't suck completely and improve your team runs against this season are not going to blast us too bad. And on top of that, David Ross blasts media over bad press. Journalistic integrity. I'm sorry, David. No one cares about reporting the facts anymore. It's all about sensationalism these days. All you guys care about is selling newspaper and driving up ratings, and I'm getting pretty damn sick of it. What happened, Ross? Were they talking about the lack of success that is coming from this season, the multiple blowouts that we've had in the recent 2 weeks, the fact that nobody is really performing at all, everything's crashing down around you? I mean, it's deserved bad press. Maybe not entirely on you, because the whole team just kind of fell apart after they gave it to you. But at the same time, can't really fault them for bringing the bad press to you. You are the manager. You are the one that deals with the heat. But I will be happy to relieve you of that stress. And hopefully, Braylon Marquise is eligible to come off the IL. Hey, we could definitely use you in the bullpen. Who am I going to get rid of on this one? Matt, get out of here. You. We are going to move you back to AAA. Marquise. Boom. Oh, we also got a couple other people here. Brad Week. Okay, hell yeah, we could probably use you too. You know what? There's a whole lot of movements going on right here. I'm going to do this. Get SKI set up. Entire organization. Okay, so now our bullpen's not looking too shabby. Hendricks, man, it's killing me. Just how bad you're doing this year. Pleased with your offer, then please accept it. We need you here, Mike. We need you here bad. Hey, we won 7-1. Stroman coming right off the IL and pitched 8 1/3 and only gave up 1 run. I'm so proud of you. Get that ER down there. Get that ERA down. Chicago bids farewell to manager Ross. Yes, and an expected move. The Chicago Cubs fired David Ross. We've decided to go in a different direction. We'd like to thank David for his service and wish him well. So now I can go to the front office and start getting rid of, yes, the pitching coach. You are terrible. So, the hitting coach, how are you doing? Handles development's good. Influence mechanics, excellent. Teach hitting is average. Catching defense, excellent. Infield defense, excellent. Outfield defense and running. He's got some pretty decent, he's just inexperienced. Greg Brown, I think we're going to hang on to you and see how that plays out. Third base coach is poor. Scouting director is only decent. So I think we're going to get a new scout, third base coach, and for sure a new pitching coach. Reports, available personnel. So pitching coach, who did I say? Ricky Bones. That's who it was. Yes, as far as teaching pitching was good. Influence mechanics good. Handles development good. Relationships would be solid. Let's offer you 3 years, $675. Absolutely. Okay, so now, what did I say? Base coach, yes. Jake, what do you got? In-game running, excellent. Teach running, good. I like that. His teach infield defense is legendary. Absolutely. 3 years, $415,000. We're going to do third base coach. Submit offer. And then I believe the last one, scout. Yes, here we go. Here we go. Excellent, outstanding, excellent, outstanding. Favors ability. I think that might be the best that we are going to get. So we're going to roll with Chris Nathan here. And 5 year, $840 for sure. We'll go with that. So now we're going to simulate to the next week again. And we won another game, 7-3. Hell yeah. And we got the contract extension done. And the fans loved it. Scout, I've had other offers, but yours tops, okay? Ricky Bones says, best offer to date. And Day Rooter, unless someone makes a better offer, mine is best. Okay. National League. Hey, Wilson's going, looks like it's going to get himself another all-star appearance. Other than that, there's probably not. Oh, Ian Hott. There we go. 289, 8, and 37. But that's probably about it. Well, 2 all-stars is better than none. Let's continue on. And we lost 13-7. You fucking suck. Oh, it's so bad. And we're going to sim again to the next week. Okay. So we got our third base coach. DeRuiter agrees to the contract. We start our series now against the Cincinnati Reds. We definitely had a lot of players come off of IL as of recent, so that might help. We got our new scouting director, new pitching coach. We lost 1-0. God, we are just so bad. Already 16 games behind, dead last. If we can win this series against the Reds, we might be able to claw our way out of 5th, out of dead last in the division. So let's continue on with that. 6-1, hell yes. Players promoted, international free agents. Best prospect is a third baseman. How are you looking? OSA really likes you. And that's a risk I might be willing to take because our current scout was just hired, so his accuracy is going to be low. The OSA is feeling pretty solid about this guy. He's probably going to hit nowhere near this. But we did recently get some coaches that works well with development, so that might help. How much you want? 4.6 million. So we could throw all our money at this dude that we got before I make that move. Who else we got? Our head scout is feeling pretty average about this dude. He's only 16, so he definitely can improve. And it looks like he's just going to be decent across the board at everything, which ain't bad. What's our current roster looking right now? How do I take a look at this? But there used to be a way. Okay, here it is right here. Meet the team. So our top players are shortstop. Simmons, you're terrible. Center field's even worse. Starting pitchers are terrible. So let's go back now to that international free agent. Okay, so we do have a center fielder right here. And he's pretty high on him. And look at that contact. And the avoiding strike. Yeah, this is going to be our guy right here. Let's try to throw everything we got at him. I will throw everything we have at you. $5 million. Please sign with me. Please sign with me. Oh, the Mets were able to throw more money at him. God damn it. Okay, maybe a shortstop. How's it looking here? It's looking pretty average. I love the contact and the avoiding strikeouts. That is something I want to see. What are you being offered right now? Boston has the best offer so far. Well, we're going to try to double Boston because I want one of these international players. We're going to go 5 mil, ask for a response, submit. We're going to continue on to the next week. Lost 6-5 to Boston. And then lost 10-4. We got fucking swept. Of course we did. Yeah, he signs with New York. Of course he did. Okay, so what I want to check out here is let's go to the trade block. Is there anybody worth it? What? Nobody? All players. There's nobody on the trade block right now? Is it because I did a live start? That just doesn't seem right. I think I'm going to go back to the salaries and see if there's anybody that I might be able to just pitch off that. You know, Stroman, I know that we just signed him this year, but I don't like how much we're paying him. Let's see if I were to shop the player around. That's it. That's all we got. And his contact is terrible. His contract, I don't like that. What about if I retained what would be 20%? Okay, so that'd be, let's say I take 5 mil off the price tag. Okay, so we got Patrick Corbin, who is terrible. And for $23 million, you can kiss the fattest part of all my ass. All right, we're not going to get anything for Stroman right now. Hayward, we're probably not going to get anything for him either. But, God damn it. Jason, you're a nice guy. But you have never lived up to your contract. Yeah, I'll even put 25. We'll retain 5.5 mil. Somebody give me an offer for this dude. Not a damn thing. Patrick, no. So I guess we're pretty boned as far as some of these guys. Oh, Kyle, that's so disappointing. Other than that, we're really not paying a lot of money for people, so I guess we can just kind of roll with what we got. Simulate to the next week. Lost 9-0 to Milwaukee. For hell's sakes. Prefers the offer from the Brewers. I mean, is there anybody left? No, he already signed with the Phillies. God damn it. Jordan still hasn't signed with anybody. Robbie went to Houston. You went to the Mets. He went to Cleveland. Yankees. Oh, another third baseman here. Oh, that is ugly, and that's a high scout. No. I do not want to pay you money. Yeah, just 2 stars. What about you, Josh? Reds. I guess we could go back to Jordan here. Okay. So we'll we'll go back to throwing everything we got at you. Ask for a response. Ask for a response. There we go. Submit offer. Trade proposal from the Cardinals. They want to give us Jordan Hicks for Ortega. Do they really? They want to give us Hicks. Wow. I mean, our pitching really needs help. So far, he's not doing too shabby. Or he's not doing too well. But he's only 25 years. Extreme ground ball pitcher. Ortega, how you been doing, bud? Ortega, I like you, but you are not a long-term solution at 31 years old. So let's discuss this trade and see. Yeah, okay. Let's see. I wouldn't hesitate to make this trade. So Carter seems to like it as well. I really like it. Give me Hicks. Goodbye, Ortega. Hello, Hicks. The fans liked the trade, as do I. So let's go here to our organization. I'll ask the AI to set that up real quick. We put Matt Schwarmer out to the pasture, which I am glad. 1-3, 584. And Hicks is now in the lineup. Beautiful. And we'll simulate this forward. Play at Milwaukee. What do we got? And he signed with the Brewers. I need you to get this team to fight for every win that they can. They just won 2-1. I'm happy with that. I wanted to see you work on team runs against. Still time to get the job done. Got the extension. He's been ecstatic with my progress towards the goals. Another trade proposal from the Twins. Another pitcher. Not really feeling him. What do you want for him? I mean, he's only 22. Three-pitch repertoire includes a plus changeup, a curveball with depth, and a solid fastball. Lack of command has the potential to hold him back. Diverse project. Projects to have a future as a spot starter. And he currently just had improvements. Except for his control rating took a serious hit. Stamina improved. Potential rating dropped. And you're 24 and not doing much better. I'm gonna say reject that one. Alright, so continue on the next week. We won 5-3 over the Dodgers. Hell yes. Oh, he signed with the fucking White Sox. Alright, so we're just not going to get an international player. They're just like, fuck the Cubs. This team is trash. We don't want them. We don't want to be with them. Okay, Nathan reports. The thing is, he emailed me. He emailed me back and was like, hey, why don't you give me that offer? I give you that offer. And he was like, no, we're going to sign on Southside. Wilson wants to be re-signed. And he has got the stats to make me want him. Depends on what you're asking for. 26 million a season for the next 7 years. He's actually really improved based on how he's done this year. You know what? I feel like I could give him this contract now, and if a season or two it doesn't play out, I feel like he'll have enough ability that I'd be able to ship him off. So we're gonna meet this demand, but yeah, let's submit that offer. 26 mil. I feel like I could stomach that one. Lost 5-3, lost 10-0. God damn it. Simulate on to the next week. Okay, so now we got the first year players draft. Here we go, and where are we? We are drafting 7th. All right, let's start this draft and see if we can get auto draft until picked by Chicago. What is the scouting director's recommendation? Tucker Toman, third baseman. Feeling pretty solid on that. Wow. The OSA. The line drive hitter, extreme pole hitter, though, which means he's going to be hitting into shifts a lot. Let's see. Who else is potential? Second base, third base, shortstop. We're pretty solid at second base. Said it would be extremely hard to get him to come to this team. And that is fine, because I don't like you anyway. Ryan Fry. Not really sold on it either. Cade Hunter. You know what? I agree with this. Okay, so let's requested. His bonus demand is only 600,000 too. Let's go with meet demand. Yeah, all right. We'll go with Tucker. Okay, scouting director recommendation. Starting pitcher, Jackson Ferris. Ooh. I like him. Absolutely. I like this new scouting director. He's making the good stuff. Bonus demand $10 million. Oh my God. I mean, we got the budget room, and he looks like he's going to be a solid pitcher. He's right out of high school, too. Just what kind of high schoolers just getting out of high school and be like, yo, I want $10 million. You know, it's like, you know, go fuck yourself is what most teams are going to say. But I mean, I think I got to be pretty desperate at this point. And his signability is extremely hard. So if I'm going to get him, I'm going to have to try to meet his demand. Okay, let's auto draft here. Next guy, catcher. And again, looking pretty solid. Scouting accuracy too. Draft player and offer is requested demand. And I usually just look at the first 4 or 5 rounds because I feel like past that, the players aren't really worth a damn. Like even here now in the 4th round, it's just like, I basically just look at auto draft, complete draft. I basically just look at the first couple of drafts and see who the future is going to be, and if I like those first 3 picks that the scout is going to go with. Which it looks like he was pretty dead on and solid when it came to his pick, so I'm happy with that. I'm definitely liking this new scout. All right, let's keep simming ahead. All-Star Weekend, it looks like. Mr. Kyle Hendricks. I'm sorry, but as much as it breaks my heart, I'm going to have to shop you around, but and let's say we'll retain $3.5 million salary. Anybody want him? Got a few offers here. They want to give me Baez for Hendricks. Why? How big's that contract he signed? 6 years. And the player can opt out after 2 seasons if you want it. Do I want to bring Javi back to Wrigley? I mean, his defense is pretty fucking solid, but I don't like that avoid strikeouts, and his eye is terrible. Yeah, 209, and he struck out 69 times already. And, of course, they're all just trash players. Actually, Bumgarner's not doing too bad with that 397. It looks like he just can't buy a win right now. Oh, but your pitches look atrocious. Get out of here. Okay, let's say, what if I did another 35%? We'll retain $4.9 million. Didn't change. I don't know, half? What is half? 7 mil. I'll eat 7 mil if I can get a decent return for him. There we go. Now we unlocked some options. John Gray. 15 mil. And he gets cheaper as he goes. How's he doing this year? 446, 2-4. It's a ground ball pitcher, good fastball, good slider, only a decent curveball and changeup, which if he hangs those, they're going to go very far. So maybe not John Gray. At least not for 4 years. Price. $32 million. Oh, but it is his last season, though, on this contract. And so far, he is 2-1 with a 390. Okay, so if I made this trade, how would that affect us this year? So let's go David Price. It offers an overpaid veteran, but it's just for the remainder of the season. And I think he's going to do better. I think he's going to do better than Kyle Hendricks. But that's also a lot of money. Okay, so they'll also... I mean, how far can I go? I'm sorry. Okay, so he will not do 20%. What about 25? 25, no. About 30. So the bare minimum he'll do, it looks like, is 40%. So it's going to cost us 10.7 mil, dropping us to 29 million for our available money. It's just for the remainder of the season. You only live once. Let's go. We got David Price. So let's get that set up. Let's go Ask AI, set up the organization. And they really didn't put David Price in the rotation. Interesting. Continue on next week. Let's see. 162 over Baltimore. Wilson Contreras signs the extension. Fans love it. I love it. Okay, and then we got a trade here with the Mets. Nothing to get too excited about, but I'm not against it before we even look. Okay, so they would send us 23-year-old Roberto Sanchez, who doesn't look like is ever going to be worth a damn based on his potentials now, because both the head scout and OSA just aren't feeling him. But he's only 19, so it's a risk. 23-year-old second baseman. Oh my God. Yes, you will never play a Major League Baseball game. And then relief, minor leaguer, 23. I mean, our scout is feeling his sinker and slider. Okay, and then got another one here. Not liking your movement or control. And what does he want? He wants David Robertson. And David has been doing solid for us, so I'm already not excited about this deal. And he wants Espinoza. I mean, if he has another good... I mean, let's take a look here. Let's go scouting. Has no development reports so far. But I'm already not digging them asking for David, so we're just going to go ahead and reject that. And continue on here. Now we're playing New York. All right, and we got Wilson Contreras, who is going to be our first All-Star for this file. And another trade proposal. We lost 2-0 to the Mets, of course. Realize you're busy, like to negotiate a new deal. Okay, Wade, what do we got? 2-0 with a 287, 5 starts. Not too shabby there, Wade. 35, how much you want? 2.8 mil. Money left for extension if signed. I mean, it's not going to cost us much. Be a decent option if we can't nab somebody up in free agent for a 5-starter or something. Jackson Ferris was convinced by our offer and has joined the organization. There we go. Yeah, the second round pick that wanted 10 million. I was like, you better fucking take that 10 million. Negotiate with draftees. Ooh, okay. I like this. I like this guy. What does he want? Okay, so he demands 380,000. Let's meet that demand. Submit. What about you, Stephen Fry? Fry. I mean, it's a solid base to start off with here. Still only 18. 590. Yeah. We'll offer them both what they want. Let's go to simulate to next week. We got the All-Star game and another trade proposal. Giancarlo Stanton wins 23-17. Home run derby champion. Fry reacts, has just informed me that he was convinced by your offer and has joined the organization. Hell yes. Mike Trout dominates in a 6-2 win over the National League. So we lost that one. Trade proposal, what do we got? I could take it or leave it. Ooh, okay, 29. Only 2.8 mil. Just for the remainder of the season. Head scout is actually feeling better than the OSA on this guy. On his changeup and his control. He's gone 3-2, 305 in 7 starts so far. I mean, that's pretty goddamn cheap. For Patrick Wisdom. Wisdom's kind of been our RBI guy, though. He strikes out a lot, though. Yeah, 117 strikeouts so far. Jesus Christ. That means he's striking out like over 30% of the time. Here, let's discuss this trade. So what would happen here? Our available money would drop, and theirs would improve. And it wouldn't drop by much. So who do we got that would play third base if we got rid of that, though? What about you, Nick? Can you play third? No, you play short. Nico can play just about wherever the fuck he wants. Jesus Christ. I think I'm going to have to throw caution to the wind on this one because we just need pitching desperately. And that's one of our goals is to get our run against down. And he's doing pretty freaking solid. I think we're going to go ahead and complete this trade. Goodbye, Wisdom. SKI, set up complete organization. Boom. So let's look. Who is going to be our third base replacement? So third base is now going to be played by Christopher Morel, who in AAA was batting .283 with 5 home runs and 9 RBIs. I mean, honestly, his stats are not much different at all from Wisdom's. So hopefully that can end up paying off. And he's only 23, and he can play goddamn everywhere. I love players that can do that. So overall, this pleases me. Simulate on to the next week. And we are in 4th place now. We are in 4th place. And then we got a trade proposal from the Phillies. I have serious doubts about this deal. Okay. So we got Andrew Schultz. Damn, look at that stuff. Control is awful, though. 24 years old. In return. No. They want effers. No. No. Get out of here. Somebody that's doing good. You want to take him. It's like, do you see our record? We need all the bright spots that we can get. And the Brewers, make it happen is my advice. All right, so let's see what we would get. Ooh. Ooh, okay. Okay. So we're getting a pretty decent catcher. And so we're getting a future catcher and a future shortstop. Oh, but they want to get rid of Wilson. Oh, that's a tough one. And they want Pete. And they want Pete. But Pete is not looking too solid either. Pete is not looking real solid at all. But he's only 20, though, too. I mean, let's look at scouting. Has he gone for anything? His eye has gone up. His potential has gone down on that. Potential rating's gone down. His defense has gone up. I mean, let's take a look at this. Let's discuss this trade. So we're looking. Yeah, okay. Available money would improve by 2.7 million. And I mean, Wilson is on a 7-year contract that he just signed with us, and is on the going to be on the wrong side of 30 during it. And we still do have Jan Gomes. Yep, I think I'm just going to have to put my money on Jan. Make it happen is my advice, for sure. We get a future shortstop and a future catcher for Wilson. Wilson, I love you, but in my games, nobody is safe. It'd be to our benefit, absolutely. Oh, and of course, Wilson is now a Brewer now. Cubs fans don't like that, but yeah, you know. What are you going to do? Can't please everybody. Fan interest is still 100, so can't be too upset. Continuing on next week. So we're building for the future here. I'm willing to plummet for a season. Wade Miley accepts that contract. One thing I forgot to do is ask AI to set up after we had done that trade. Continue on next week. Lost to Philly 2-1. Another trade proposal from the Tigers. I like it, but don't love it. Okay, so Eduardo Rodriguez. 3-7, 389 for Scott. Scott is just doing too good in the bullpen. I'm going to have to reject it. Then continue on again to next week. Another trade proposal. The Dodgers. We'd look like idiots if we accepted this offer. Oh yeah, they want to take Ben Forge. Oh yeah, what kind of fucking reject? What kind of fucking offer is that? LA. You're get the fuck out of here with that. Another trade proposal from the Rangers. It's not fair at all. We're not getting enough in return. They want to give Chase Lee 3-star for Leaper. No, I don't want to give up Leaper. I think that boy's going to be a star. God damn, 20 games under 500. Trade proposal now. It's not fair. We're not getting in return. The Mariners want to give us. I'm just not feeling it, guys. Just not feeling it. But if I get the right offer, I might ship them off. But we're running out of days here. Hey, and Scott just got Rookie of the Month. 8 innings pitched, 7 strikeouts, didn't allow a run. And got a win. Looks like a few saves in the process, too. I like it. So, we have just passed the trade deadline, and I think that is where we are going to leave it off for now. And then in the next video, we will be going on to the playoffs and into the off season. We for sure are not going to make the playoffs this year. There's not a chance in hell, but I knew there wouldn't have been when I did this live start, because yeah, the Cubs, if they could somehow break their way into the playoffs this year, we're going to need a miracle. So we're going to go ahead and call it a night on this one, and I will see you guys in the next episode. Have a good rest of your week, night, day, whatever time, whatever day you may be watching this.